because he stood there like an idiot and watched her do it. Should have slapped the fruit out of her hand. I'm just saying, right? It became a control thing. You know,
Yeah,
I gotta have
not
control.
as like a control thing to slap the fruit out of her hand as if she was doing something wrong or that, you know, whatever. I mean, she was doing something wrong, but it's not him controlling her. That's more of a protective thing,
Right, that would have
right?
been a
Oh,
protective
this
thing.
is
Yeah,
coming under the authority that God had already set. He already set the rules,
yeah.
right? So that's what you're talking about there is why didn't Adam actually go ahead and say no? No, we're not going to eat the fruit.
No,
God's
no,
bigger than this. God's better than us
yeah.
and any understanding that we could ever gain by eating this fruit. And that's that power of life and death that so many of us that we're still living in. So what do you think? So in this whole thing, the next four belts or next chapters of Black Belt discipleship talk about these things that we struggle with, these
Yeah.
obstacles that we have in embracing the lordship of Jesus. What do you, if you could summarize those up into maybe a sentence or two, what, because we can't do the whole book, you're going to have to actually just go buy the
Yeah.
book to get it. What would you, how would you kind of summarize those?
Well, it's like this. You said it early on. The, these belts and these chapters were stair steps. They're built. Because remember now, this is not a how to do book, it's a how to become. Because once you become what you become, you can't help but do. So, what has to be in your nature are these foundational principles. So once you understand, I have to come under lordship, then you start to understand by watching Jesus what that process of lordship is. And it then becomes self denial. See, for me to really embrace the beginning of lordship, I have to consistently learn how to deny myself, to die to myself. Because then when I start to die to myself, there's a certain level of commitment to Jesus that starts to climb. And now my opinion doesn't matter as much as it used to because I'm living according to his word and his opinion, regardless of how my emotions and see, if you don't learn how to deny yourself, then all of a sudden your emotions, your feelings, your deny, all of that stuff can just run rampant and take you over. But when you get there, now you become committed. And now, man, when you start to become committed, your focus comes into play. Like chapter 5, like your focus, man. I got committed. And so guess what? Yeah, well, I can't go do that right now. I remember buying my oldest daughter this t-shirt, or my friend bought it for her. It said, I can't. And on the back it said soccer girl problems. You're right. Well, what's most important? What did I choose? See, I
Yeah.
want to choose that until I can't do something else that my flesh wants to do, or I that's what, no, 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 no. See, now
Mm,
my focus comes into play. And now you realize why is Steph
yeah.
Curry the greatest shooter God's ever created? When you see the man's focus, you start to realize all these things he came under and he started doing the self-denial, the commitment, the boom, 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 boom. And now you're like, whoa. And then the accountability. Because you understand how accountable you are. So when you look at that lordship, self-denial, commitment, focus, accountability, man, that's everything that I had to do in sports, or I had to do in my marriage, that I have to do in my parenting. Everything I do in life works from the disposition of a being a Jesus type of disciple. I
Yes.
husband from that, I
Right.
sonship from that.